And as new case numbers for COVID spike, the lines to get tested are mind-blowing.
Some people reported waiting 5 hours or longer, and all 3 of our mass testing sites in Orange County have reached capacity. WESH 2's Dave McDaniel is live at Barnett Park, one of the most popular testing locations in Orange County. Dave?
You know, Jim, each person has their own reason for getting tested, either because they're returning to school, returning to work after feeling bad, or maybe they're just sick right now. They want to know exactly what is going on with them. As you mentioned, all 3 of the Orange County testing sites have reached capacity. Barnett's capacity was announced at 2:30, but you can see how long the line is. That is the end of the line just now coming into view of the testing tents. Each person in these lines, hundreds of them today, wondering or not whether they're positive. How long you been in line?
Since 8 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a long time.
It was 1:30 in the afternoon when I asked Clayton Fisher when he lined up. 5.5 hours, and the testing tents were just coming into his view. Has it been frustrating?
A little bit, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's the same everywhere you go, every test site, all the lines are long everywhere, so it's all you can do.
All 3 of the testing sites in Orange County have been slammed. Closed for the holiday, but reopening Sunday. More than 1,300 people were tested at Barnett Park Sunday, over 1,200 at the Econ Soccer Complex, and more than 1,000 at South Orange Youth Complex.
I'm vaccinated and I had it already, so I'm surprised that I'm having these, symptoms.
She wants to know what's causing symptoms before getting back to her job.
I want to make sure, I'm okay and I can go back to the, facility.
I've been running a temperature for 3 days now, and I'm just not sure whether I've got something nasty or whether it's just a really bad cold.
This latest variant travels so fast, infects so many people in a short period, people want to be sure, employers especially.
I actually came down with a few symptoms a few days ago and called in sick, and part of our requirements are to come back with negative test results to go back to work.
He feels better, thankfully, but that's not enough, and he knows it.
Feeling a lot better. It's just, unfortunately, this is part of the new world now, is got to make sure.
And needing to make sure means a lot of people are willing to wait in line hour upon hour upon hour. Now, again, within the hour, Orange County announced that the Econ Soccer Complex, as well as the South Orange Youth Complex, also reached capacity, which of course means that they will cut the line, tell the people that are behind that mark that they'll have to come back another day, or perhaps have to find testing elsewhere, and then everyone else just filters on through. Reporting live in Orange County, Dave McDaniel, WESH 2 News.